G'day guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Simply Fit and the update to the road to the Melbourne bodybuilding competition. So if you look back through my last video, you'll see I did the wrap up to South Australia, and that was on the 23rd of April 2022. Myself, Brighton, Nicola and Mick all competed. We went really well there, had a great time. And then what we did was Nicola and Mick have called it quits for Season A. They're going to focus. I think Nicola might be doing Season B, which is in September 2022, and I'm not sure about Mick. So me and Braden have always had the plan to continue on and do Melbourne, which was a 2-week gap between the date of 23rd of April and the 7th of May. So we had a 2-week gap in between the two competitions, and we always had planned to do them both because we live up in between Melbourne and Adelaide. It's ideal, and to be honest, we do have Sydney, which is probably 8 hours away, but we're kind of in the middle of that triangle there, so we can sort of pick and choose where we go, which is fantastic. So just giving you guys a bit of an update, it's currently Wednesday the 4th of May. So we're exactly 3 days out, literally probably 72 hours away from the competition. It's 11:30. The competition starts at 10 o'clock, and by the time we're up on stage, it's probably going to be about 11 or so. So just what me and Braden have done in between the competitions was we obviously competed on the Saturday. And if you go through my last video, I'll explain our cheat meals and stuff we had. But basically we had 3 or 4 meals between Saturday lunchtime and Monday evening, which were cheat meals. So, you know, I had fish and chips, I had some Indian, I had a big chicken parma meal, and just a little bit in between, little bits and pieces, nothing crazy. But I made sure I had my protein and my carbs, but I wasn't too stressed about the meals. I wanted to refeed quickly to get my body weight back up and get my metabolism spinning again, same as Braden. So we basically went through between Saturday and when we got back home Monday night, a little bit looser of a diet. But in saying that, I myself was still strict in between the foods. I would have my chicken and my salad and stuff like that and just keep it relatively on track but a bit looser. So go back through my last video and I explained the meals. But then the difference, what's happened between Monday night getting home and today being Wednesday, which is 9 days, it's been 110% rigid. And it's been brutal, to be honest. So what we did was we had those 3 days of eating a little bit more food, and then from Tuesday we went 0 carbs. So 0 carbs means 0 carbs. No carbs from salads and veggies you're adding to your food. So if we were having chicken and salad, it's literally chicken and green salad, baby spinach, broccoli, broccolini, green beans, some tomato, that's it. You don't add carbs that you inadvertently get, so sweet corn, carrots, stuff like that. They've got carbs in it. I want 0 carbs. So we did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 0 carbs, and our protein was still high. So that's just going to ensure our glycogen is fully depleted before we even start that depletion protocol, which starts at 8 days from the competition, which would be Friday, just gone. And so what it means is we are super low on carbs and ensuring we're just burning fat as much as we can. And just we both had body fat we need to lose a bit more of. I'm always assessing my physique and I can see where I can improve. And, you know, we needed to go hard and give it a good crack for Melbourne. So currently, we started the depletion on Friday, but I would say our actual depletion started last Tuesday. So we've been going on the depletion until today, which is Wednesday. And the only thing is on Friday, we added in 1 carb meal a day in the morning, which is 30 grams of usable carbs, which is bugger all. 30 grams of carbs is like 3/4 of a cup of oats or 2 pieces of bread. We'd have it in the form of oats or cream of rice. The same with Braden as my training and nutrition. He's done exactly the same. The 0 carb days, the depletion's underway now. He messaged me around about Friday and said that he was feeling like death, and yeah, it's pretty much how I feel too. I'm used to that feeling. He's not as used to it as I am, so he's finding it a little bit more difficult, I'd say. But obviously with the experience and just me being fairly lean all year, I'm used to that kind of feeling that your skin's always tingly and you just don't feel right. But it's a really good feeling to get used to and embrace. So Braden's doing awesome. He's training hard. Me, him and his wife trained over the weekend. We had a really good session for arms, and basically same as me. He's just keeping the training consistency up, keeping his cardio up morning and night, and he's ready to go and he's looking fantastic. He's just tightening up every day, and I'm really, really proud of what he's done and put into this whole journey of me and him working together to bulk up a little bit, 18 months ago to today, where he's just in the best condition that he's ever been in. I couldn't say the nicer things about that bloke. He's fantastic, and I can't wait to keep working with him and building both our physiques and continuing competing with him. It's just been a pleasure. So thanks, Braden, about that one. And that's it. Training's been awesome. Training's been really consistent. I've kept my cardio up very high. So I do an hour in the morning on an empty stomach. I train for an hour each day, and I do half an hour at night time. So the cardio's been high just to get that nice condition as much as I can through. I've got a fair bit of muscle, so I just need to get that condition a little bit tighter, which I think I've achieved. So at this time in Adelaide, I was around about 85 and a bit kilograms this far away, so 3 days away. As of this morning, I'm about 83.6, so I've, probably 1.5 kilos difference this time, which is probably what I needed to get that little bit sharper. Legs are a lot better, lower abs are really pretty nice, so it's all coming together. And what we're doing is today is our last weight training day, so I'm just going to be doing a bit of chest and upper body. And then tomorrow, being Thursday, is the carb up day. So the only changes we've made from the depletion is for the carb up meals, instead of having 150 grams of rice every 2 hours, we're going to have 200 grams of rice every 2 hours. Just obviously 25% more. We'll see how that works. And on Friday morning, when we have glycerin in our drinks at 3:30 in the morning, at 5 o'clock and 6:30, instead of having 15 mils of glycerin, we're going to bump that to 20 mils. And it's just those little subtle changes. We see how it affects our body and how we look on stage. And if we like the look, or if we feel that we're a bit fuller than Adelaide and tighter, we continue with that. And I've always got spreadsheets, and I can adjust them for myself and for the clients. So looking really forward to it, and just can't wait to get up on stage and just see the difference in the 2 weeks, which I think is going to be pretty dramatic. A little update of what's happening past here. I was in two minds of when I want to compete again, whether it be early next year or this year again. And after the feedback I've got from the judges and just my personal thoughts, I've got a couple of clients that are going to be jumping up on stage in September.
A few moments later.
So yeah, I've got the two clients, Emily and Courtney. They've both got awesome physiques. They're going to be getting up on stage in September. We start at Melbourne and then we go to Adelaide, and they're going to be doing female figure. So what figure is more muscle, better condition than bikini and other classes, bikini and fitness and stuff like that. Figure is below bodybuilding, and it's just awesome. I love that category. It's the girls with a bit of muscle, they put in a lot of hard work, and these two I know are going to nail it, so it's awesome. So what I've got them doing is we're around about 18 and a bit weeks away from the first competition in September, being Melbourne. So those girls have started their contest prep now, and we're just slowly getting their bodies used to the way to eat and train and stuff like that. It's nothing amazing. For me, because I'm in condition right now, my plan is to do 6 weeks of high calories without being crazy, still structured, probably 2 cheat meals a week, being the middle of the week and the end of the weekends. And they're going to be around my leg days. So I'm going to do hamstrings and calves one session, and then I have a cheat meal that night. And then I'm going to do quads and calves the next session and have a cheat meal. That's just to shock the body and hopefully get a bit of new growth through the legs and get a bit more detail, because that's the thing I'm sort of lacking this diet, is that detail I really want that I know I can get. So that's my plan. And then at 12 weeks out, we drop the hammer again, and I jump into a full contest prep, just drop one cheat meal a week and then clean things up. And then every 2 weeks we get a bit tighter and a bit more strict with the eating. So stay tuned for that. I have obviously another Run 2 series and a Road 2 series, and it's going to be exciting. I love the clients I've got here, and everyone's so enthusiastic to jump up on stage and have a crack. It's what I do this for, and what keeps me motivated. And I'm going to keep competing as long as it takes, and as long as I can, really. So the best part about it is I might have explained in my last video, the way that I've approached these contest diets has been really good for the family. There's been no stress. I've got the 3 little boys, and I haven't had any issues. My wife's happy with the dieting, because as some of you may know, when you diet, you can become a different person. You can become moody and just not good to be around. So my whole plan was to not let that happen. And I'm really, really happy that I achieved that, because when I floated the idea past my wife about September, she's all for it. So I'm really happy that it hasn't been stressful for everybody, and we've got a good condition, and just had a really good time with little stress, and that's the way to live life. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm waffling on a bit now. It's low carb day, so it's hard to keep my mind nice and straight. I've got a million things I want to try to do. Until next time, guys, I'll give you the results of Melbourne shortly. So we'll see how that goes. Watch my Instagram for that, or my Facebook. And thanks for the support. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Until next time, keep flexing.